Hey everybody, it's Danny Rukin live with Jane Unchained, and as you can see, here we are in Portland, Oregon. We're at the Cube of Truth. This is Anonymous for the Voiceless. And what they do, I know it's gruesome, but this is the reality of what happens to animals in factory farms. Those were cows, these are pigs. And so what everybody's doing here is everybody who's out here has the heart and the courage and the willingness to come out and be a voice for the animals. So they say, watch to see why we're here. And as passerbys come by, we're in Laurelhurst Park in Portland, Oregon, and it's a lovely place. And when people stroll by, they're here to see if people just want to take a look and see what the truth is about factory farming. So I want to actually talk to a few people who actually who do the Cube of Truth, and let's go over here. Oh, thank you guys for all the love. Yeah, hi Jane, love you. That's from Billy. Thanks, Billy. And hi. Sandy. So so Sandy is one of the people who was in the Cube, and you just took a break. Can you say why you're out here?
Yeah, I'm here to you know, give a voice to the animals and let people know what they go through every day for food. And I was surprised because I've asked people if they've seen these videos walking down the street, and a lot of people have said no, and that was very surprising. So I'm just here to bring awareness to what animals go through.
Oh, that's so wonderful of you. And I just want to show people Sandy's t-shirt. Vegan for the animals. And how far did you drive to get to Portland? Because I know you don't live in Portland.
I've been doing this once a week, and I drive
every Saturday.
Every Saturday, and I live about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes away.
Wow.
But it's worth it because I feel like it's very meaningful, and I've talked to people on the streets, and I feel like a lot of them have walked away with good information, and they've seemed like they're interested, and that's worth the drive.
Oh wow. And what got you to go vegan yourself? Because you weren't raised vegan.
I wasn't. I was 26 when I went vegan. I'm 29 now, and I came across a video on YouTube. It was the Gary Yourofsky one, and it was like a punch in the gut. I watched it, and it was like really late at night, and I got up and I cleaned my entire kitchen of all the animal products, and I gave the food away, and I just said I can't ever do that. Yeah, I just went straight vegan.
And you watched the Gary Yourofsky video.
Yeah, I think it's called The Greatest Speech You'll Ever Watch or something like that. It was,
yes.
Yeah.
And what about that speech, that talk that he gave, did it for you?
It was just so, I always felt something odd buying meat and animal products, but I couldn't figure out what it was, and I watched it and I was like, oh, this is really wrong. And it was just like so to the point, and it just, I don't know, everything clicked for me.
Everything clicked, and then you went through your kitchen and you just got rid of all the meat and dairy.
I did, yeah. I didn't throw it away. I gave it away because I know that I didn't have the heart to just throw it in the trash.
Sure.
I gave it away to people that
I get it. That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Sandy, for coming out here. And for people who didn't hear, Sandy is 29 years old. She went vegan when she was 26, and she drives an hour and 15 minutes each way to come out every Saturday and be a voice for the animals. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I just want to show people where we are. This is the Cube of Truth. This is Anonymous for the Voiceless, and this is why we're here. They're here to be a voice for the animals, and this shows the reality. Watch to see why they're here. And I also want to let's talk to somebody else. We're going to show you what a switch off is. So that's Sandy. She just took a break, and now she's giving somebody else a break. I'll let you compose yourself for a minute, because I know you've been. So here we are. Yeah, so hi guys.
Hi.
So you just took a break, and you can see these masks they're not easy to wear, are they?
They're not easy to breathe out of. Yeah.
Right. So while you were suffocating, what was it like? And both of these gals were just, oh, and by the way, we're getting lots of people thanking you, saying thank you, gals. I saw Donna.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. And Cher. Oh, Sandy, you are so awesome. Oh, you're just getting lots of love. So why don't you say why you're out here? And what's your name?
I'm Megan.
You're Megan?
18.
And you're 18 years old?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And why are you out here?
Just to scare people with the truth, I guess. I think it's a lot of people don't know what's going on. You want to make everyone aware so they can make an informative decision on what they want to do with their life.
Yeah, so when you say scare them with the truth, scare them with the truth, because they should at least, if they're eating animals, they should
should know the process and everything that the animals go through, how it affects everyone and everything and our whole world. So. And
you're 18 years old.
Yes.
And oh, Donna Reed says you guys are so smart. Love the mask. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so many people are saying kudos. Carmen says kudos. And and people shout out where you're from, where you're from, who's commenting, because we like to know all different places. So you're 40 minutes away, and you come out. And is this your first time out here?
It's my first time, yeah.
What got you to come out here?
Well, I was invited, and I was looking through, and I was like, wow, this is something that I feel like I'm really meant to do. I'm meant to help, and I want to participate in something that's meaningful.
So here you were a vegan. You were already vegan, and then you were invited somehow through some
Facebook,
kind of Facebook, Portland Animal Activism, and you decided it's not like it's not enough to, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but the experience, like, okay, you went vegan, you're vegan, but you want to be their voice kind of thing?
Yeah. I definitely didn't think it would escalate to something like this when I first went vegan, but I think, I love it already. My first time here, so.
Wow,
yeah.
What do you love about it?
It's just very moving, and it's nice, it's really inspiring. It inspires me to be extremely more passionate about it every day, and it's just nice to have a community like this.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And if people can hear in the background, you hear these noises, I just want to listen. You hear this? Those are pigs screaming. See, when I'm talking to people, and when these people in the cube are holding this up, these are all vegans. And one of the sacrifices they make is that they have to listen to this. We have to listen to their screams and their screaming bloody murder. And when pigs scream, they sound like humans. But this is one of the sacrifices that people who are being a voice for the animals make, because it's nothing compared to what the animals are going through. Anything that we go through is nothing. Sending love from Michigan. Thank you, Paul. California, where there's a real shift happening. Thank you, Karen. So happy to live in California. You said that's great. And I may have missed a few others because we were talking to one of the gals out here who's 18 years old. So we have some people who are just taking a look. And while we do that, let's have a conversation with Leah, right?
Leah, yes.
So you were in the cube there, right?
Yep.
And you're gonna hop back in, right?
I am. I was going to see if anybody needs a break.
Yeah, that's so thoughtful of you. So could you just say, before you hop back in, why you're out here? Is this your first time out here?
This is my first time doing a cube, yeah. And I'm here because everything that you see on the videos that we're showing people is miserable. It's just pure misery, cruelty, and I can't take it. And I think anybody who watches it would feel the same way.
Yes.
So.
And that's why you're out here?
That's why I'm out here, is to kind of break the conditioning of people, and hopefully get them to see what's actually on their plate.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, love from New Zealand, I saw that. And oh, Tammy says, hi, Leah, thank you. Lots of hugs.
Thank you guys.
And San says, lots of hugs from Toronto.
Awesome, Toronto. Yay.
And Toronto, you know, there's the Save movement is really strong.
Yeah, Toronto's awesome.
Yeah, and so what would you say to people who eat animals, who eat meat and dairy? You know, they're well-meaning, but they may not, they're just still eating animals. What would you say to them? Love from Idaho. Sorry, go ahead.
Love from Portland, by the way, to everybody. I would say just really think about the suffering that you are not seeing. I wasn't vegan for so long because I didn't know, I didn't make that connection, and once it was finally made for me, I was so grateful because then I could end it, at least for me personally. And I think everybody who has that click for them will make that same decision. I think nobody wants to inflict suffering on other people, and you know, animals are people too. They have personhood, so.
And what you're saying, one of the things I heard you say is, just because you're not seeing it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Paul McCartney has said, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, we'd all go veg.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you so much.
True.
And we've got,
Thank you.
It was Tammy saying love from Chicago. We've got Nancy saying if you come to San Diego, you'll take care of your beautiful little puppy. Thank you, Nancy from San Diego. And then she says, this girl speaks so eloquently. She likes you.
Thank you so much. I try.
Yeah. So Leah's saying love from Portland. And again, we're out here in Portland, Oregon, and that's Pafo. He is the organizer for Anonymous for the Voiceless. There's a chapter in many, many cities, and this is the Portland chapter. He's the organizer. We're going to be talking to Pafo in a few minutes. But before we do that, let's talk to another one of the gals who's been out here for the animals. Is this Rachel?
This is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
So, is this your first time out here?
This is my first time.
And what's it like to do? Let me just show people what's happening here. And as some of you can hear, those screams are the animals. Those screams. Okay, I just want people to know what that is. Okay, so yes, what's it like to be out here and be their voice?
Listen to it, but it's a worthy cause. People need to know what they're buying when they buy these products. You're paying for violence. You're paying for suffering that's unnecessary. So I think it's a powerful message. I think some people are stopping by and really hearing us.
What got you to go vegan? What got you to stop eating meat and dairy?
I heard someone say Gary Yourofsky, and I did watch the same speech that he makes.
It's a talk. By the way, people, it's a talk Gary Yourofsky gives in a classroom. I think it's a college classroom, and if you look up Gary Yourofsky, Yourofsky, something like the best speech you'll ever hear, animal rights, you'll find it. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, I went vegan about a year ago now. And I think I was having a conversation with someone, and I was supportive of the vegan movement, and they said, well, are you vegan? I said, no. Why not? And I couldn't justify not being vegan. I was like, you know, I've seen these videos here and there, but I've never looked into it. I thought, well, it's too hard. It's, you know, is it nutritionally? And I found out so much information just from the internet, a lot of things from YouTube about that's the healthiest you could be, is to cut this violence and cholesterol and everything out of your diet.
Wow, so you were supportive of the vegan movement,
but I wasn't vegan.
And then you were, and someone asked you, so why aren't you vegan?
I couldn't justify anymore.
Yeah, you couldn't answer that question. There was no justification for...
There's no good answer. There's no defense for that. It's unnecessary. It's horrible, as we see here in these videos.
And how do you feel ever since you stopped eating animals?
I feel so much better. I feel so much more peaceful inside that I'm not contributing to that. And I know that everything I put into my body is positive. And it's not suffering and death. My stomach isn't a graveyard.
Ooh, that's powerful. Your stomach, your body is not a graveyard.
It's not a graveyard anymore.
Oh, that's
wonderful. It took 22 years, but we got there.
It took her 22 long years. Well, thank you so much for being willing to just, you know, speak and share with people what it's like to be out here. And thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you.
The reason I'm turning it around, so this is Danny Rukin live with Jane Unchained. We're here in Portland, Oregon, and this is Anonymous for the Voiceless, the Cube of Truth. And I'm going to talk in a minute. I'm going to ask Pafo and one of the guys here who's in the cube. He's just got out. But I want to say, so Rachel was saying it took her 22 long years to go vegan. And so I can't resist. It took me 55 years. not 56, 55. So, you know, once I realized, you know, the reality, I couldn't live with myself. So, you know, it takes what it takes, you know, but the key is to be willing to look, to watch Earthlings. I saw people mention here, watch Earthlings. Actually, as of, it drives me crazy when they're crooked. Just as of like yesterday, Earthlings just went free. You can live stream Earthlings for free. I think if you go to earthlings.com or just Google Earthlings, live stream free, and you will find it. Joaquin Phoenix narrates it, and this is breaking news. It's completely free. It's the full feature film. It's a documentary, and it's extremely powerful, extremely well done. And now, as of August 1st, Hope and Glory is going to come out. I don't know if people have heard. Let me know if you've heard about Hope and Glory. It's the I think it's coming out of the UK, and as of August 1st, I think that's Tuesday, it's going to be available for free to download, stream. You can download and stream Hope and Glory if somebody wants to verify that. Megan asked, where are you guys? We're in Portland, Oregon. This Cube of Truth, Anonymous for the Voiceless, is all over the world in many, many, many chapters in many cities. Pafo Ortiz, I think I'm saying his last name right, he's the chapter leader here, and I'm going to now, if he's free and he's not talking to someone, I'm going to interview him. And I saw hello from the Netherlands, I saw that, and I saw hello from a few other places, New Zealand I think I saw. Okay, okay, I'm going to switch it around, and I'm going to talk to... it's never too late to go vegan. Do it for the animals, the environment, and your health. And Rachel says that's right. And Donna Reed says you're brilliant, ladies. And there's a couple guys out here. And yes, Hope and Glory free August 1st. Thank you, Kath Quinn. All right, I'm gonna talk to Pafo here. Let's turn it around. Hey, Pafo, how you doing?
I'm alive. I'm all right.
All right. Well, thanks for. This is the organizer. Let me just show people your. This is the organizer for the Anonymous for the Voiceless, and can you say, you know, what Anonymous is, just very briefly, and then, you know, anything you want to convey to people, you know, in a digested form.
Yeah, Anonymous for the Voiceless, a worldwide animal rights activism group that essentially does street activism in the most direct, I think, an emotionally powerful way by showing the actual footage of factory farmed animals, how they're exploited, how they're abused. Goes through the whole cycles of fish, fur, dairy, cattle, pig farms, everything. And I think this is what people need to see. I mean, this is the greatest motivator to turn someone vegan. But basically helping people to connect with their own value system and you know, just sort of trigger their sense of empathy and compassion. That's what the footage does. And the outreachers are here to explain and, you know, talk them through it, and we have material and just try to be supportive. And it's a very non-invasive form of activism, so people are, you know, encouraged to walk up and watch, but if they're not interested, they can keep walking, and you know, no one's forcing them to do anything. But it's here, and you know, the masks create like a very strong aesthetic. It's very evocative, and it grabs your attention. And I believe in it, and I've been, you know, a vegan for a while now, and I've done various forms of online activism, and I just think that this is one of the most effective methods.
What got you to go vegan, Pafo?
I'm a pantheist. It's my philosophy. I believe in the divinity of nature, and I had several online Facebook groups and philosophy sort of workshops where I was educating people and trying to promote this earth-based form of spirituality. And it just happened organically, where I realized that I can't keep telling people to love and respect nature and the earth and animals and still continue to consume and pay for this to happen.
Pay for this. Yeah. Pay for this. Pay for this.
They receive multiple bolt guns to the head. It doesn't always work, and they get strung up and get their throats slit, and it's just about making the connection. So basically my philosophy is what led me to it. I've always been an animal lover. I've always believed in animal rights, and I boycotted veal, and I thought I was doing good, eating like brown eggs and pasture raised and all that. And then it's just about knowledge. Once I watched YouTube videos, Gary Yourofsky and Bite Size Vegan, Emily, and
Bite Size Vegan, yeah,
so many others. You know, of course, James Aspie.
Like, Earthlings.
Yeah, and watching the documentaries was the big thing. Watching Earthlings, Cowspiracy, and What the Health literally just changed me. And
Game changer.
I recommend those to anybody.
Nice. And can you just say really briefly, oh, thanks for all the love, everybody. Yes, thank you, Lucky Brownie. Kath Quinn, thank you. And could you just say briefly, I heard you talking to a guy, I was talking to a couple of guys when I was doing outreach before I went live. There was a couple of guys and they said, yeah, this is terrible, and but we eat meat because it's part of our culture and tradition, and they said it so justifyingly because they're from Switzerland, so we had that conversation. But I know that next to me you were having a conversation with a guy, and just the brief version of, to encapsulate for people, what was the,
With the tall guy? He said he's been thinking about this stuff for a long time, and then this experience, basically is the final straw, basically, like, because he's been moving in this direction for a while, and he recognizes that there's no morally justifiable reason to continue consuming meat, eggs, and dairy. And we talked for a long time, and he was coming at it from the environmental aspect, saying that he understands that it's completely unsustainable, and that we need to be moving this direction just for the sake of the environment. So he was already there. I mean, definitely count him as a conversion, as a potential vegan. And then that family, that was all vegan family. Yeah, so we're having some good reception out here. People who are already vegan or who are definitely going to consider it. And then people, if they don't want to watch whatever, I just give them some material and it's something to think about. But.
Yeah, and you mentioned a good point. You just brought up a topic that I'm very passionate about, and I know you are too, Pafo, which is if you're vegan, if you're already vegan, and you don't really, well, if you're already vegan, be their voice. The most important thing is be their voice. Get out there. There's so many ways you can be active. I just want to show people there's so many ways to be active. Be a voice for the animals, because our silence, our silence is the voice of complicity, as it's known to be said. It's because imagine if it was one of your loved ones here, just not participating in it wouldn't be enough. You'd be out here. You'd be out here. Look at this. And these are the hens. This, sometimes these are called cage-free, and so on. Hers needs to be rotated. And one last thing I just want to show people. So this is the table, and people can, get information, and it's on all the various issues. And there's one more guy I want to talk to, and I haven't met him, and I want to see if he's interested in talking, and if he's not. Are you open to just saying why you're out here? Sure. Okay, so he just took a break from the cube. He was just in the cube with the mask. Can you just show the mask that, didn't you have? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so, we've never met, so.
Yeah, we've met. I'm Christopher.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Christopher. How you doing?
Hi, Danny. I'm well. Nice to see you back.
Right on. Yeah, I just got back from a month in California. Thanks for being out here. So what's it like to be out here? And why are you out here?
Well, I'm out here for the same reason I went vegan, and I feel like it's the right thing to do. Being vegan doesn't feel like enough. I want to be active. It's really tragic when you think about millions of lives, or just sentient beings suffering every day for human pleasure, needlessly, and that's kind of. I just want to help create change.
So powerful.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, Pafo, Jamie, I can't Narozniak, lives in the Portland area. How can I get involved? What would you say to her?
Join the AV Portland Facebook group.
And AV stands for Anonymous for the Voiceless.
It'd be AV : and then Portland.
AV : and then Portland. And also, if you can't find it, Jamie, you can, my Facebook, Danny Rukin. Also, you can go to Portland Animal Activism. That's where all the things are posted. Portland Animal Save, Anonymous for the Voiceless, just in case. But yeah, go ahead.
I did want to say Michael Goodchild was extremely influential as well. He makes YouTube videos. He's a YouTube activist.
What's his name? Michael what?
Michael Goodchild, the vegan activist. It's the vegan activist.
Oh yeah.
He makes incredible videos, and Earthling Ed, of course, was really influential too. And he says it that being vegan is the very least we can do. It's like if you saw that dog being kicked and beaten and abused, you can either like be the abuser, and you could just stand over here and say, well, I don't agree with that, and I'm not going to take part in it. Or you can actually step up and you know, stop it from happening, and actually defend and protect. And that's what activism represents. We're defending. We're the voices of the voiceless. So we're defending the animals that are being abused and oppressed and exploited.
Yes, so it's not enough to just not join in and beating the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a very good.
So being vegan is literally the first step. It's just, you know, it's an inaction, really. It's because we're born into a system of carnism and just cultural indoctrination that is everywhere. The media, it's being crammed down our throats. You know, we always get the rebuttals, well, don't cram your morality and ethics down our throat, but that's what we see every single commercial, every single billboard. Like, so, like, we're already, like, born into this system where we're being completely brainwashed. So we have to reject that brainwashing and actually, you know, reconnect with our own sense of compassion. And it makes no sense to have this selective compassion where we care for dogs and cats and horses, but yet no one cares about pigs and lamb and sheep and
yeah, selective compassion. And we're asking people to expand their circle of compassion. That's been that's a phrase that's so important for other people who use values of kindness and compassion and social justice and mercy. Expand your circle of compassion.
We say for the animals, for the environment, and for health. I mean, this is a multi-layered thing that, like, it's literally, it's just unsustainable. The rate that we're going, the animals that we're feeding are the greatest cause of greenhouse gases and you know, climate change at this point. Like ocean dead zones, you know, just pollution, the waste of water, the waste of resources. It just makes no sense. It's insane. So, like, from any angle, any way you look at it, like, I believe that this is a social justice movement that is literally promoting the evolution of our consciousness, that we need to evolve, move beyond this archaic, barbaric, antiquated system of abusing and enslaving other life forms. Yes, oppression is oppression, victimization is victimization, no matter who is being victimized and oppressed. And once people really get that, it's just a no-brainer. I just have to do something most important, because this is my little piglet. And for some of you who don't know, this is Rocco, and he be chillin'. And Rocco, I'm sure, if he could speak human speak, he would say, stop eating animals, stop eating his brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters, all non-human earthlings. Because, you know, Rocco's my baby, my Chiweenie, and look at him. To me, there is no difference between him and a piglet or anything, any other animal. There's no difference. He has a snout, we have noses. He has paws, and we have feet, and then there's hooves and claws. Look at that, you know what I mean? Look at him. Anyway, I can't stop looking at him. Okay, I'm gonna, and some people asked me some questions, but I couldn't catch them. Once it scrolls, I can't catch it. But I just wanna let everybody know we're gonna go over and out. We're here in Laurelhurst Park. This is Portland, Oregon. This is the Cube of Truth. All of these wonderful, brave, wholehearted people are out here to be a voice for the animals. And I think she needs a, oh yeah, and watch to see why they're here, and we're gonna say over and out. But again, it's the horrors. These are crocodiles. It's just horrific. We skin them alive to get crocodile bags. There's just no excuse for any kind of animal abuse. I don't even know what horror is going on here. But again, these people have to listen to this. We all have to listen to this. The horrors, the screaming of these animals, but it's nothing compared to what they go through. Okay, everybody, over and out, and thank you all. Bravo, vegan warriors. Kath Quinn, back at you. Thank you, everyone. Over and out. Go vegan.